Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Alright, sitting on my ass is not going to get the work done. We have one of those days where you don't want to work, which is every day. Hello, Mr. Clary. Please keep my name anonymous. I'm a 23-year-old programmer who lives and works in St. Petersburg. I've been working here for 8 months. Love the job itself. I just received a raise of up to $68,000. You can live nicely in St. Petersburg for that. And my excellent boss allows me to work remotely several times a month. The issue is I fucking hate this city. Though you have spoken highly of it in the past, I am not fond of the Tampa area. The biggest problem is that I grew up in the Northeast and did not know anyone around here before relocating. The people here tend to be older, wealthier types. Oh no. With whom I don't have any interest in associating. Clearwater is flooded with Scientologist nut jobs. Downtown Tampa is the only part of the city with cool people to meet. But I am not a party guy, and all the people seem to do here is get wasted at some bar. Okay, let's stop. That's going to be your age cohort no matter where you go. You think you're going to... The question this guy has is hilarious. You think you're going to move to some place, and that place, which is funny as hell, you think it's going to be better. You think that place, the 23-year-olds there are going to be more mature and intellectual? No. All 23-year-olds want to party, drink, and be dopey. That's it. Alright? It doesn't matter if you move there. It doesn't matter if you stay there. It doesn't matter if you move to the other place. It doesn't matter if you go back home. You need to get out and find some friends. And that is going to be a very hard job, especially given you are probably a much smarter than average 23-year-old and you don't want to drink and party, dude, because that's all 23-year-olds do. Across the globe. Across the globe. This is exactly identical. Let me tell you about the days before the internet. When we were in the middle schools and the high schools, me and my buddies, male buddies, we always thought there was something wrong with the females in our school. Like they were arrogant, they were stuck up. I mean, my God, what do you gotta do to go out with these girls? They'd stand you up, drama, mind, all this crap. All this crap. Because we had switched from, you know, being buddies on the playground where there's a set of rules and laws and you have this mutual respect for one another, the golden rule, you honor your word, and then all of a sudden puberty hit and then you're introduced to these girls and they're not following the rules at all. No golden rule, no equality, no nothing. Just weird, dramatic, hypocritical, contradictory, inferior behavioral bullshit. So we're like, God, there's gotta be something wrong with our school. I can't wait to get to college. Or, hey, I'm getting out of this. My parents are moving. Like, oh, good for you, man. Yeah, it sucks here. Little did we realize that what was happening on a national level. Because it wasn't our school, it was the nation. There were sociological, political, economic, and media trends happening nationwide. Right? All girls are being brought up on a strict diet of rah-rah feminism, you don't need no man, and oh, boys are icky and girls are spice, or whatever the hell the saying is. And no fathers present, and even if they were physically there, they were spineless, pussified saps. Right? We erroneously thought, and therefore misdiagnosed, that no one would act this way. We knew this is unacceptable behavior. There must be something wrong with this area, this specific, because no one would act like this elsewhere. Then you go to a different school district, or you went off to college, out of state, wherever, and you found out, holy cow, they're just as screwed up here. What, ma'am, the bad luck. I remember that, the bad luck. I chose the wrong school. We got the wrong school district again. And then the internet came here, and then the wool came off the eyes. You're like, oh, wow. It's all like this. That's what I need you to understand. There is no better place in that regard. All right? On Central Avenue, Ruby's Elixirs, Central Cigars. I go there all the time when I'm in St. Petersburg. I'm intricately familiar and aware of St. Petersburg and the Tampa area as well. And Clearwater. And that's normal. where they section it off First Fridays or whatever. That's normal 23-year-old behavior. That's universal. You're going to find that in the dumbass crazy place you think you want to move to. And you're going to find that back at home. You're going to find that in Texas. You're going to find it in, not Florida, California. You're going to find it everywhere. All right? And I know you're like, I'm not having a social life. Yes, I understand that. And yes, a good 85% of it is that you're probably way too damn smart and you're not the partying type of guy. All right? But that doesn't exist. You now have to go out to meetup groups and find a different group within. In other words, we can move you to a different town. You're going to face the exact same problem. So you might as well change your socializing tactics now while you're in St. Petersburg and Tampa before you move to a place. I mean, at least in St. Petersburg and Tampa, you have warmth and no state income taxes. All right? And here's the other thing. Hey, Mr. 23-year-old who's lived in two places, are you going to believe you or me? Mr. 43-year-old who's traveled his fucking ass off across these United States. Right? You're going to... So try different tactics now to be social and find your peer group of people, but then also get used to the fact there ain't going to be this magic town where 23-year-olds are like, oh, yes, Thaddeus. Oh, yes, let's discuss Stephen Molyneux's latest philosophical podcast. Yes. Doesn't exist. Doesn't. Rents are increasing rapidly. I'm tired of blowing $1,200 a month. Ask your boss for a raise on a one-bedroom apartment. Also, the traffic here is horrific. No, it's not. I mean, it is because they closed down the bed. These fucking old fucks can't drive. Getting across the bridges to and from downtown Tampa is a nightmare. That's why you gotta wait till night. You don't go, or use the other two bridges. The one, was it not St. Pete's Beach? What's the one north? And then there's another south by the Crab Shack. Cappy knows all. Finally, I've already been involved in 2 altercations with homeless people in downtown South St. Pete. South St. Pete? What are you doing in South St. Pete? There's the downtown park where the homeless all hang out. But what are you doing in South St. Pete? There's nothing there. The people here really fucking suck and ruin a potentially nice area. Yeah, you're going to the ghetto of St. Pete. Don't go to the ghetto of St. Pete. Despite all the above bitching, I'm not going to leave for at least another 6 months. At that time, I'll have the option to transfer to our company's office near St. Paul, Minnesota. I actually prefer the colder weather up north. I believe there will be a better social scene in the Twin Cities. Well, you believe wrong. Dude, at least the chicks in Florida are somewhat hot. All right? At least you got that, man. St. Paul, Minnesota, you fucking kidding me? Have you not paid attention to the show? Have I not warned you enough? From a local, do you think I should move to Minnesota? I am willing to pay for it in taxes. No, absolutely not. Hey, here's what I want you to do. You're not leaving for another 6 months, right? All right, I'm not going to try and convince you. All I'm going to tell you to do this. You find, what's the cheap flights that go down to Florida? Is it Sun Country, Allegiant, whatever? You see, and you say you don't mind the cold. I say, where are you from in the Northeast? And you're from a place that's not that cold. No. I want you to pay attention to the weather. And I don't care how much the flight costs. Even if it's $300, this is going to be well worth your time and effort and energy. I want you to keep an eye on the 10-day forecast of the Twin Cities. And I want you that the second it goes to -5 or worse, and that'll happen at least once this year, you book a flight into Minneapolis, all right? You get yourself a car, and then what I want you to do is I want you to drive around during rush hour traffic in Minnesota when there's a snowstorm and it's below 0, and then you see if you can handle -11 degrees with traffic. Oh, and by the way, at least people in Florida have an excuse for driving as shitty as they do because they're old. Minnesotans, young, old, white, black, Hispanic or not, short, tall, skinny or fat, they all drive stupid slow. Stupid fucking slow. Because they're stupid. They don't even have an excuse. They're just dumb motherfuckers. Right? It's sad when the Somalis immigrate and they're just as good as drivers as the natives because the natives are just a bunch of dopey, dumbass motherfucking Minnesotans. There is no fucking reason for you to come to this cold socialist shithole. And heaven help you if you're white, because you will be reminded of what privilege you have daily living in St. Paul in the Twin Cities. There's no reason to come here. None. You're going to be taxed more. I don't care if you say, I want to pay more in tax. You'll be taxed more. That's an against. The weather is going to make you miserable. There's no fucking sun. And the traffic is just as bad as, maybe not now because those bridges are closed down and haven't worked. I understand that. And I hope they let you work from home in St. Paul too, because right now you got dude, here's another thing. You don't know what your boss is going to be like up here in St. Paul. Right now you got a boss down in Florida that you like. That is worth right there at least a quarter of your salary. A good boss, they're impossible. He lets you or she lets you, I don't know, I forgot what it was, but he lets you work from home several times a month? No. Before you come here, let's just shorten it this way. Before you come here, visit Minnesota when it's -4, when it's miserable. I want you to see it. Come here and experience it. Come here when there's no sun. Come here and look at the hot chicks over on Grand Avenue. Go pick up yourself some hairy trim over McAllister University. Oh, and by the way, let me know when you find that intelligent cohort of 23-year-old philosophers that don't just party up and drink, dude. I mean, good luck finding. Let me know when you find that group within the Twin Cities. I had some other questions here. I'm keeping your name and other things anonymous. You grew up in a major metro in the Northeast. You've never visited Minnesota at all, let alone in the winter. Should I move to Phoenix? Yeah, but don't bother visiting it in the depths of July. It'll be fine. You would be reporting to the same boss that could work remotely for the same number of days. Oh, God, this is so... I can't believe this. I can't believe this. So many people want to get out of this fucking state, and you're in the state that everyone wants to go to. No, I normally don't commute to Tampa. Okay, so you don't really deal with that traffic because my workplace is in St. Pete, near my apartment. However, the company makes me attend bi-weekly meetings in Tampa, which require the commute. I occasionally go to downtown Tampa after work for the social scene. On the weekends, I attend sporting events and frequent bars there. Really, I'm just fed up with the horrible drivers more so than traffic. Okay, all right. Traffic's not going to improve. Your cohorts aren't going to improve. The chicks are going to get uglier. You're going to pay more in taxes. You're not going to see the sun. For fuck's sake, stay the fuck down there, all right? I understand you're probably smart. You're not probably. You are smarter than the average man and bear. To scratch that itch, you know, you get, oh God, I gotta, dude, come on, visit the Twin Cities in winter. Because I tell you, you'll come here and you'll be like, fuck that shit. And if you think, you know, the grass is greener on the other side, any place else, all right, before you move there, go visit there. You get a job offer in Texas within the same company. Visit Texas in July. Okay, visit it during tornado season in May. You think it's going to be better in, I don't know, Missouri. Go to Missouri. Don't know why. The only people go to Missouri is for Branson, and that's all old people. You think it's going to be better in North Dakota. Go there and look at the wide open nothingness. Do not give up what you have right now. What you need to do is travel the United States a lot more to appreciate what you have. You have like this wife who's got a great set of cans and she cooks for you and cleans for you and is loyal and all that. And you're upset because, wow, she's got brown eyes. I really want blue eyes. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up and be happy with what you got. Shut the fuck up. Be happy. And then avoid the bums. I don't know, did the bums get that much worse? I mean, we're coming up on winter season. They do come down. They winter down there. But I've never had a problem with the bums. I mean, they usually stay in that park. What's the name of that park? In the South, I went to the South Side to get gas once. Some woman like, do you have money? I'm like, yeah. And I just kept filling my gas. And she looked. And I'm like, I'm not giving you any. Fuck you, white boy. All right, that's it. Questions, answers. Please, God Almighty, this is a perfect example of why America's older brother could save your ass. Go to assholeconsulting.com. Drop a couple bucks so you don't make a spectacularly horrible, life-ruining decision like this. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.